Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is basic structure doctrine of the Indian Constitution. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction. Then we will discuss about the genesis of the doctrine, landmark judgments, elucidating the pillars of the basic structure, strengthening and expansion of the doctrine, significance and relevance, criticism and counter arguments, and lastly conclusion. First of all, moving on to the introduction of the topic. The Indian Constitution is not just a document, it's a grand narrative of the aspirations of millions. Within this narrative, the basic structure doctrine emerges as a guardian, ensuring that the essence of the Constitution remains untouched regardless of the changing socio-political landscape. The framers of the Indian Constitution sought to strike a balance between the rigidity of certain immutable provisions and the flexibility of others. This balance was tested during the first 2 decades after independence, leading to the emergence of the doctrine. Now moving on to genesis of the doctrine, landmark judgments. First is Shankari Prasad versus Union of India 1951. The initial stance where the court upheld the parliament's absolute power to amend any part of the constitution. Golaknath case 1967. A reversal from the previous judgments, the court held that Parliament could not touch the fundamental rights. 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 Bharati versus State of Kerala, 1973. The true genesis, while the court acknowledged Parliament's vast amending powers, it asserted that the basic structure couldn't be altered. This ambiguous but powerful concept has since shaped many constitutional debates. Now let's discuss about elucidating the pillars of the basic structure. While the court refrained from providing a definite list over the years, several principles emerged as integral. Supremacy of the Constitution. It remains the supreme law overriding any other inconsistent law. Democratic Republic. A government by the people with periodic elections and a ceremonial president. Secular character. No state religion and equal respect for all faiths. Federalism, a system with clear demarcation of powers ensuring a balanced governance mechanism. Judicial independence ensures that justice remains unbiased and the guardians of the Constitution act without external pressures. Rule of law, an underlying principle ensuring laws are transparent, predictable, enforceable, and applied uniformly. Separation of powers, each organ of the government, the legislature, executive, and judiciary, functions autonomously yet interdependently. And dignity and freedom of the individual. This encompasses a broad spectrum of rights, ensuring individual dignity. Now let's discuss about strengthening and expansion of the doctrine. Several judgments after 𝐃𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 Bharati added nuances. Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan 1975 established the importance of free and fair elections as a part of the basic structure. And Minerva Mills versus Union of India 1980 emphasized the harmony and balance between fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. Now moving on to significance and relevance, preservation of constitutional spirit. The doctrine ensures that the core values remain untouched, preserving the Constitution's sanctity. Check against unbridled power. It acts as a deterrent against potential misuse of power by the Parliament. And guardian of rights, the doctrine has played a pivotal role in safeguarding human rights, ensuring they are not curtailed under the garb of constitutional amendments. Now let's have a look at criticism and counter arguments. Ambiguity. Detractors argue the doctrine's nebulous nature gives the judiciary unchecked power, possibly leading to judicial overreach. Democratic legitimacy. Questions arise if an unelected body or judiciary should have such overriding powers over an elected parliament. Static versus dynamic. Critics believe that this doctrine may render the Constitution static in a dynamic world. Now lastly, moving on to the conclusion. The doctrine plays a pivotal role in current constitutional debates, be it issues of federalism, secularism, or individual rights. In a rapidly changing socio-political environment, its relevance as a protector of democratic ethos cannot be overstated. The dynamic interplay between the judiciary and the parliament means the doctrine's interpretation will continue evolving. It will be intriguing to observe how it adapts to new challenges, be they technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, or changing societal values. The basic structure doctrine stands tall as one of the Indian judiciary's most innovative and powerful creations. As India progresses through the 21st century, this doctrine will undoubtedly play a crucial role in shaping its constitutional identity, ensuring the spirit of the Constitution remains eternal even in the face of incessant change. Now it's time for the practice question. First of all, prelims question. In which judgment did the Indian Supreme Court first articulate the basic structure doctrine? Golaknath versus State of Punjab, Minerva Mills versus Union of India, Keshwanand Bharti versus State of Kerala, or Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan? And now mains question. The basic structure doctrine is both a guardian of constitutional sanctity and a subject of democratic debate. Elucidate. With the aid of landmark judgments, discuss the evolution, significance, and criticism of the doctrine in the context of the Indian democratic framework. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.